Hello folks, today I'm going to be taking a look at Atomic Mass Games' Marvel Crisis Protocol, and it's the Kingpin of crime. Okay, so taking a look at the Kingpin for Marvel Crisis Protocol. A single character box. Comes with the miniature, the base, 3 tactic cards, an affiliation card, crisis card and 8 tokens. And on the back we obviously have Mr. Fisk's backstory. So, looking at what we get: plastic, paper and card. Take a quick look at this. Comes with 2 Marvel Crisis Protocol 3D bases. So, quite nice scenic bases. Big ones for big man. Single sprue. No options for him. Big brutal character. See the top of the staff fits into his hand. Does have his rings on his fingers. Mean look on his face. And he is standing on Nelson and Murdoch, Attorney at Law's sign. So, always nice to see. Nice looking miniature. Decent level of detail. Should look quite nice when built. Speaking of the build, we have to read this first. So, Wilson Fisk. Fairly simple, 6 steps, and none of them particularly difficult. Very nice pose, adjusting his cravat. He comes with a set of tokens, a set of cards. So, all going according to plan. There's a criminal syndicate card. During the power phase, any number of allied criminal syndicate players may spend power to play it. If 10 or more was played, take the priority token. Well, that's a bit beefy. He has a second one for the criminal syndicate. So, reactive. During the power phase, any number of allied players may spend 2. Enemy characters within range 2 must spend power to target them with attacks this round. Can't hit me. And hired muscle, which is unaffiliated. So any character can spend 1 power to play it. Each civilian token within 3 of this character is placed within 2 of its current position. Handy for objectives, trying to get it closer or further away from your opponent. On the subject of the criminal syndicate, it contains the Kingpin, Bullseye, Taskmaster, Black Cat, Crossbones, MODOK, Killmonger, Green Goblin, and Mysterio. So, a nice selection of villains to join your criminal syndicate. He also has his card. So this is a secure threat, level 16. Place 2 witnesses, or civilian tokens, near each board edge on map C. Players score 2 for each witness they secure. So you will find the missing witnesses. Whether or not they testify is another matter. And finally, Wilson Fisk himself. So, size 3 model, bruiser, that's not unexpected, with a healthy 7 hit points. He does have a cane laser, so he has a ranged attack, and mostly physical damage though. Special abilities though are where it's at. So, illicit network for the criminal syndicate affiliation. Once per turn, During an allied character's activation phase, it can spend 2 power to use this ability. Move 1 asset or civilian token being held by the active character to another allied character within 3. A character cannot hold more tokens than is allowed by the crisis due to this leadership ability. Additionally, each allied healthy character contesting an objective counts as 2 when determining who is securing the objective. So he's very much about playing the scenario, not just brutally beating to people within a pulp, although he can do that. If this character would suffer damage, it may use its superpower to reduce the damage suffered by 1. And the character does not suffer damage from collisions with other characters. As a always active ability, that is great. So nobody Spider-Man throwing other people bullseye into this character and hoping to damage him. Just saying. And looking at his beat up side, more of the same in a brutal way. So let's have a look at Wilson assembled. So Wilson Fisk, what can I say except he's a big boy. Build was incredibly simple. You don't even really need to look at the build instructions for him, to be brutally honest. He just fits nicely on top of Foggy and Matt's sign, making sure his cravat is perfectly straight, and strolling down the street with that cane. I mean, it's an iconic look, and he does look absolutely sensational. And game-wise, he's a brick, so you're not going to be moving around particularly much. I think it'd be a terrific miniature to paint up if it wasn't for the fact he's all in white. Would be interesting to see if anybody paints him up in any different sort of colour schemes. Maybe go for the Kingpin from the Daredevil film that everybody tries to forget. Because I think that could be a lot of fun as well, just changing him up. But regardless of how you choose to paint him, if you're looking for somebody to beat Spider-Man to death with Daredevil, then the Kingpin is probably the guy to do it, and you won't be disappointed. So there we have it, Wilson Fisk. So there we have it, the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. He's a fantastic looking sculpt, he's a terrific character, and in game terms he's an absolute slab of meat to watch as your opponents all bounce off him. Let me know what you think of Wilson below, and whether or not you'll be using him in your games of Marvel Crisis Protocol. Until then, bye bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.